Hey guys, this is Tammy.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are A Chick That Knits. Welcome to our podcast. Well, hey guys, how have you been? We have been super busy. We were with you when it snowed in last time. So we've dug out of the snow.
Had an ice storm.
Yes. We have been to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we are back. We just got back. So we went to Tracy Anderson's store, Hot Springs Fiber Company in Hot Springs, Arkansas, for this past weekend for a trunk show. And oh my gosh, I just love yarn stores. You know, we're such a family. Mm-hmm. You know, we're all in a tribe where we love yarn and fiber. And when we go and meet new people, it's just meeting our family. You know, we all love yarn and fiber crafts, so we have a great time.
Yeah, it was fun to meet all of Tracy's customers. Mm-hmm. Hi, Cynthia.
Oh, we love Cynthia. We wanted to bring her back with us. So she's, I was interested because she has a really southern accent. Not that I can mimic it at all, but I didn't realize she was born and raised in Hot Springs, mm-hmm. and I didn't realize they were that southern.
I mean, they're just a little bit further south than what we are, so it's not like they're super deep south by any means.
But she had this charming southern accent that just needs to be in an audiobook, you know? Anyway, so we had a good time with you guys, and just had a wonderful time. I got married in Hot Springs about 20 years ago, and we did the bathhouses. And I was a bit sheltered, I guess, you know. So when we were in the bathhouse, they have it. And the one we went to is the original from 1912. Mm-hmm. So my masseuse gave me a whole historical story about the bathhouses. So
this time around, not when you first went.
This time around. So like we went, so you go in a locker room, you get naked, you can wear a swimsuit if you want. I think now that I've done this twice, I think I'd be comfortable in just my bathing suit bottoms. Because they wrap you in a sheet, so you're covered all the time. The only person that sees you naked is the attendant that's helping you. But anyway, they first put you in a big tub.
Like a bathtub.
A cast iron tub, and it's deep. So when you sit down, your legs float up and your arms float up, and they're just floating there in the water.
I told Josh, I was like, I want this big of a bathtub someday.
Oh my gosh, I was like, oh, this tub is amazing. They are the original tubs from 1912. Mm-hmm. They have not been changed. So, I wonder what famous people I've shared a bathtub with. But anyway, and then
they wrap you up in steaming hot towels after you sit in the bathtub for a while.
So you lay there in steaming hot towels, then you go to the steam cabinet.
It's just like a stainless steel kind of encasement around you, and they press steam into the...
And they close the door, and so all that's sticking out is your head from this basket. Now, you're kind of in a locker, with a glass window, and she's like, do you want me to leave your glass door open? And I'm like, please leave it open. Don't shut me in here. Did you have your glass door open or closed?
It was open. I still felt a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, good Lord, had she closed that glass door, it would not have been a good experience for me. But then... I was telling Rebecca, I said, Rebecca, we're going to go do a bathhouse because you're going to stick your butt in the wall. So anyway.
The last part is the sitz bath.
The last part is a sitz bath. And it's just, there's a wall that has a hole out of it with a sink, basically, a big sink in it. And you just turn around and stick your butt in the sink. So your legs are sticking out of the wall. Everything's sticking out of the wall other than your behind sitting in the bowl, in the wall. Anyway.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. So we did our bathhouse experience, and that was fun. And we just had a great time in Arkansas. So we filmed a little bit. So when we're done talking, Rebecca's going to put together a little film of Arkansas. So if you live in Hot Springs or in that Arkansas area, there was a lovely couple that walked in from north, Little Rock, Arkansas. They were there on their anniversary. And boy, did we have a fun time with them. Well, they walked in the door, and me, I'm just like, oh, you're so pretty. Anyway, we had a fun time with them too. So if you're in the Arkansas area, stop by her store. It's a beautiful store. Like I said, look at the tour.
She has a humongous selection of commercial, and she hand dyes her own yarn as well.
Yeah.
We left some of our yarn there for a wholesale order, so if you're in the area, you can find some of our assigned pooling yarn. We did make little 5-skein hot springs
Yeah,
bundles.
we made a hot springs. We have hot springs, Garvin Gardens, Healing Waters. Anyway, she kept, here it is. Let me just show you. We made a sample out of it. So this is All Points South by Casapinka. It's just a cute little, this is the front.
We're going to take some pictures of it today.
It's a cute little poncho, and these are some of the Hot Springs colors. So this one here is called Hot Springs. Well, this is Indigo Nights, and this is...
is that one Healing Waters?
I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, so these are the Hot Springs colors. Tracy has them in her store, so you can go by and pick some up if you like.
Yeah.
So anyway, we just had a great time, and enjoy the tour of her store at the end of our video, because it's a great one, and we all like going in a yarn store and looking at yarn. So
yeah,
enjoy her shop with us.
Yeah.
What are you working on, Rebecca?
I am, let me finish this stitch. This is the Coffee Date Sweater by Samantha Guerin. I'm feverishly trying to finish it before we leave for
Nash.
For Nash next week. I doubt it's going to get done, but I'm going to try. We'll see. I'm on the hem. It always looks short because I'm very short and
Castle
short-waisted.
Leoch is the colorway.
Yep, Castle Leoch on our Merino DK base. And it's just it's a syncopated rib, so you alternate. You do a 2x2 rib here and then a 2x2 rib here, just offset a little bit. So you have these long columns and then these shorter ones that are just offset a little bit. It keeps on kind of washing it out up close, but this is true to color back here. It's going to be a great neutral sweater. The textures on the sleeves too. And it's just been really fun. Mm-hmm. It's a really interesting construction. You don't do any short row shaping, which is interesting. But she does do some neck shaping here. So you pick up the stitches as a drop shoulder. So you cast on the back panel, and then you pick up stitches for your front panel. You increase. Now I'm confused. I've confused myself. Anyways, there's shaping here to make the neckline rounded around your neck, which I think
it's really pretty.
Really cool.
I've seen it on her. It's cute.
Yeah.
So, Bev. Should we put a picture of Bev?
Here's Bev.
Here's Bev. So we went over to Bev's house yesterday. Now, Bev bought our Valentine box.
Oh, sorry.
And I saw this sitting on her couch and grabbed it. Said, I'm borrowing this, bye. Look how cute. Is that not a Bev top?
This is Andrew Mowry's stripes pattern. So she used more than what the Valentine box is. She grabbed a couple extra of the Valentine's colors. So I think I counted yesterday in the car. There's like 18 stripes or 17 or 18 stripes in here. So she supplemented it a little bit, but then she just used a white mohair to carry along with it. Mm-hmm. And just look at how it makes those colors just a little bit more subtle, but it's still gorgeous. I mean, look at those speckles. You can still see the crisp spine.
So we love minis, and this is what you can do with minis.
Mm-hmm.
All this was minis.
Yeah. And I think she used maybe 3 skeins of mohair. And we were talking in the car, I normally despise mohair. I can't even look at it. It's just itchy to me. But this one is kind of soft.
Bev's allergic to the Surrey.
Mm-hmm.
So to each their own,
Yeah.
If you can't do Surrey, do mohair. If you can't do
Mohair.
rah, 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 do Surrey.
So yeah, this is a fun little sweater. I'm sure she'll wear it when we're in Nashville. Bev's coming with us to Nashville. And
so we have this weekend, and then the following weekend we will be in Nashville. So if you're in the Nashville, Tennessee area, come to Nash. It's the first one. Arne and Carlos are going to be there. There's over 100 vendors in their marketplace.
Yeah, it's March 14th and 15th at Nash Fairgrounds. And I think their website is just nashyarnfest.com. So if you want to go find more information, go visit their website. we got the vendor map a couple days ago, and we're on the very back wall as you're exiting to go see all of the food trucks. We have a big wide booth like we do in DFW.
Yeah. There's a coffee bin, and that's the door to the food truck. So
Yeah.
we're in the back corner, but
We're
it's
also
the exit to the food, guys.
We're also next to a photo booth, which I think is going to be
that'll
really
be
fun.
Well, speaking of Nash, so Arne and Carlos are the ones, the special guest speakers at Nash. Now, another Bev beauty. Bev came in my store one time and said, I've got all these flowers. I'm going to give them to you. And so we put this together. This is an Arne and Carlos pattern. Guys, I'm boho. Boho is very hippie, flowers, put me in a field with daisies and flowers and a sundress floating in the wind. Anyway, that's my aesthetic. So I love anything floral. And I think this is the most darling blanket. Look how cute that is, guys. Would that not be a fun, whimsical blanket for your sunscreen porch or your little girl's room or even your own living room? I mean, look how fun that is. And so we're taking it to Nash with us. So if I take this to Nash, I have to have the yarn available to buy it because people are going to go, that is fantastic, I want one. So what we got in the store, guys, is this. This is Scheepjes brand. It's called Catona. There's a little glare from the window, so let me just kind of move it around a little bit. There are 109
Different.
20-gram minis in here.
Is it 20 or 10?
I want to say it's 20. What's the package say?
It says 10 gram. 109 10-gram minis, 100% mercerized cotton. There's 25 meters per little ball.
Okay, 10-gram minis. But there's 109 colors in there. And guys, there's 109 colors in here. Look how big this box is. It's packed full of these minis. And do you know how much this entire giant box is? $86 for this entire box.
Yeah.
Now we have the coordinating bigger skeins that go with it because you need to put the flowers together. So I've got black, gray, and white in the minis. So we're bringing this to Nash. We're bringing the yarn it takes to make this to Nash. We do have it on the website if you would like us to send you a box. And well, not only is it great for this, but for crocheters that make amigurumi. I want to do, this summer, I would like to do a Granny Square knit along this summer. We have Veronique who comes here on some Saturdays and teaches crochet and she teaches knitting. And I just want her to kind of lead us into, because, you know, I'm a chick that knits. I don't crochet very much. So I want her to teach us to do some floral granny squares. But kind of 3D, not just a flat granny square, but some with like some petals that stick up a little bit, you know, so it's 3D. So anyway, we're going to do a granny square knit along this summer. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So this is coming to Nash. What else do you have, Rebecca?
I have been spinning a lot lately because, as you can tell, I've injured my wrist. We're not sure what's going on. May have a torn ligament, may have a fracture. I'm waiting on an MRI. So hopefully, send prayers, send good thoughts. Fingers crossed I don't have to have surgery. But anyways, I've been dyeing fiber, so this is our Cottage Life colorway. It has some plum, some green, some gold, and this is BFL, and I spun this into a 2-ply. Just look at how pretty it is.
Look how perfect it is as far as the diameter along the. I'd have the fat, thin, fat, thin, fat, thin if I did it, and hers is perfect.
It just takes time. It takes time to learn. So I spun this up.
She's only been doing it for like 5 minutes. Sorry, go ahead.
I used 2 braids. I spun it up, and I definitely did not need to spin 2 braids, but I have enough left over to make something else. I'm thinking about doing a mosaic colorwork sweater, but I made this cute little Andrew Mowry traveler cowl. And it's just so fun. The color moves beautifully throughout. You start... My seaming's not the greatest, but you start over here and you increase all the way out, increase to your point down here, and then start decreasing and then seam it up the back, and you have this cute little cowl. If you're familiar with the what is it, The Shift by Andrea Mowry. This is the same construction. And this is just knit and purl ridges to make this really fun texture. I made the size small because I like kind of tighter cowls. I don't like big bulky cowls. And it's not scratchy. It's really soft to your skin. It was a lot of fun to do.
It's cute. She's got the bug bad. You should see what's been coming in the mail. Big boxes of just a sheep. They shave the sheep, put it in a box, and send it to us.
Not for the store, for my own personal use.
Yes. But
I have, let's see.
Talk about from farm to table. I mean, talk about farm to wear.
A Merino fleece. Only a couple pounds of that guy. His name is Charlie. I got a Corriedale fleece when we were at Rhinebeck. I got a really pretty gray BFL fleece from Montana. Her name is Lady Pants. And a BFL gauntlet and something else. Oh, Shetland cross, also from that same farm in Montana. And there's something else that I just recently got too. I can't remember. Wool is coming out of my ears.
Yes. Who knew?
Josh says, do you really need all of this? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm building my library. I'm building my paints. You always say you need your paints to be able to create. You're an artist, whether you're a knitter, crocheter, spinner, and you need your paints to be able to create. So I have my paints.
Yep. So she grew up in a very small town in Illinois as a farm girl. She was in 4-H.
4-H and FFA.
And so they show animals. My stepdaughter Bailey was too. I grew up in the city. My husband calls me a slab baby, so I didn't get to do any of that. But she used to raise pigs. She has, Rebecca, would you put a picture up here of you with one of your pigs, please?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So, Rebecca, look how cute she is. When I saw these pictures.
This is one of my senior pictures with my Duroc. I forget her name, but she was really sweet. And as you can tell, she loved me. She was laying on me in this picture. So.
Aww. Anyway, just unique and different from how I grew up. So I just think it's really neat.
Yeah.
To see that. She should have been raising sheep.
Yeah, I say that I'm getting back to my roots a little bit. Yes, I still live in the city, but being able to work with wool every day.
I think she'd like to end up on some land so she can do some animal stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we have a few more show and tells. I just want to say something to my friends out there. We have a local community, so we're here in Edmond, Oklahoma, and I had a store downtown, and we had customers and stuff, and so some of them have followed me over here, and I just have to say, our community is amazing. All knitters and crocheters and yarn people, but Kathy and her daughter, they come in together. They're kind of a pair. It's Kathy and Rachel, but they always come in. It's a mother-daughter team, and they're so cute. And Rachel made this for me. I just want to say thank you, Rachel. Look at we were iced in. They did this in a week.
Yeah.
This was done in a week.
Granted, we didn't leave our houses for a week.
Yes, granted, we were iced in. And then her mom, Kathy, this is the Scout Mini. Kathy made this. Look how beautiful this is. We have these new half skeins of yarn in. So this is what they look like. This is a full skein of sock yarn, and this is a half skein. So this is 100 grams, basically 400 yards. This is 50
grams.
50 grams.
And 200 yards.
200 yards. So like if you make a small cowl that needs color work, we always end up with a ton of extra yarn. So these halfsies are great. And so this Scout shawl took 6 of these half-size skeins.
Now, we will say this is a very advanced pattern.
Yeah.
Kathy said she had, 4 balls attached?
6.
4 or 6 balls attached at once. She could only sit at her kitchen table and had all of her balls, placed out neatly onto her table. So it is an advanced pattern, but just
look what you get.
Look at how pretty this is.
And look at the back. Look how beautiful the back is. So, yeah, she's amazing. Both of these are just professionally done. They have great, excellent skills. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot of fun. Something I think about knitting, if you like puzzles, you'd like this. But, again, back to the puzzles. So let's say we're all different. We all have different personalities and things that we like. Some of us
Different
like
preferences.
some of us don't like to seam things together, so we just do shawls. Some of us just want to do sweaters. Some of us just want to do socks. My thing is, knitting's almost like figuring out a puzzle. So when I make something, I've done the puzzle and I want to put it away. So when there's socks, there's two pieces. So I'll make the first sock and I've done the puzzle. I don't want to make the second sock. I've already done the puzzle. Why do I want to do it again? So that's just my weirdness. But anyway, how did I get off on that tangent?
I wouldn't say that's weird. I mean, you have your personal preferences, just like I have my personal preferences.
I mean, there's a couple Instagram groups and Ravelry groups. It's like not sock knitters, so whatever floats your boat. We're all different,
Yeah.
We can all do what we want. I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but anyway.
I don't know where we were going with that tangent. Yeah, I don't remember.
So we're going to do a photo. Haley comes later today, and we're going to do our social media posts. But Annie just finished this.
This is a Jessie made pattern. I forget the name. I think it may be called the Ripple Crop. It has this cute...
crossed.
Yeah, there you go.
In the back.
Little cross strap
And
thing.
it's ribbing, so it's form-fitting.
Mm-hmm. It's super cute. This is our color, A Rose a Day.
Mm-hmm.
And she only used 2 skeins.
Mm-hmm. But wouldn't that be cute under a denim jacket, a little jean jacket, and a skirt?
Yeah. So this
Even
is...
us older girls could wear this under a jacket and a skirt.
This is really cute. I think she did lengthen the top because it is a crop top.
Annie's tall, too.
Yeah. So
Long
it's
torso.
meant to be a crop top, but it is a little bit longer than what the pattern called for.
Mm-hmm. And it's DK.
Mm-hmm.
2 skeins of DK for probably a medium size.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Mm-hmm. And then we got this back. Erin did this for me. Look at what a beautiful... She's so sweet. Anyway, look at how beautiful this is. This is crochet, guys. Look at the beautiful flowers.
I don't know. Are these called eyelets in crochet too?
Well, we don't crochet.
I keep on saying I need to learn so I can figure out the terminology, but...
Look how beautiful that is.
It's a cute little 1 skein. Or was it 1 skein?
For the spring, guys?
It may be a 2 skein. I can't remember, but it's
1 skein. It was 1 skein.
No.
Well, I sent her 2. She sent me back maybe 3/4 of a skein.
So 2 skeins.
Look how delicate and beautiful that is. This would be perfect for spring, guys, and it's crochet. We'll put the name of it in the description because currently I don't know what it is.
I can't remember.
And it's caught on my little microphone. Anyway, I just love my sample knitters. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
What are you working on?
What am I working on?
What are you knitting?
So, I don't sit down. I work all the time, and so my knitting time is very small now. But we've been on a road trip, and so that's the perfect time to knit.
Cast something on.
Yes, and so this is really popular right now. This is Andrea Mowry's Through Lines. These were just floating around on my bag, so Rebecca put them on so they wouldn't be floating around.
Well, these were little gifts from Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
Because the price of eggs are so high, she gave us some toast with an egg. And then this little bear says, I think it says love you. Yep. Love you on it.
Yeah, she's a gift giver like me. I've got 1 more row to go until I go to the decrease. So I've increased. I'm at the center, and now I'm going to decrease.
Let's talk about your knitting needle for a second. Can you see it? It's all bent up.
So we were in the car, and we're driving down the road. I'm like, oops, my knitting needle's shutting the door. So we're driving down the road, and I open the door to get my knitting needle out, and the door crunched it.
I'm like, why are you opening the door? I'm driving down the road. We're going through the mountains. Stop!
So I crushed my little needle. These are the Rocket Squared.
The Addy Rocket Squared.
Addy Rocket Squared. And so they're stainless, well, they're steel of some sort. But they're cubes, and so they're easier to hold on to than the round ones. I mean, you're not going to notice. Well, I don't know. If you had arthritis in your hand, you might notice. Mm-hmm. But I like the grip, and if you can look at it, let's see if I can get it close up. Do I get out of the camera?
There you go.
There's little ridges on here. Those little ridges, when you cast on, you get the most beautiful, even cast on you've ever seen.
Well, even
because
just
of these
while
little
you're
ridges.
knitting too, it makes really uniform
It makes very
stitches.
uniform stitches. Your stitches are, blocking fixes a ton of errors, with uneven tension or whatever. But I just love these. These are my new favorites. I like them better than the Chow Goos. They're not like stiletto sharp, but they're sharp enough where I'm comfortable knitting with them.
I would say I still prefer the Chow Goo. I have the interchangeable set. That's what I primarily use. But I have cast on a new store sample with the Rocket Squared. And I'm enjoying it. Let me get it out here and let me grab the last color.
Look how cute. I have a little sparkle. So I'm using Robin's Egg. And then the dark blue is Sea Nymph. But that dark blue is a sparkle. And then I'm using Pumpkin Spice, which is the copper. It makes these cute copper little... Look how cute that is. I just love it.
This is called... What is this called? Feel the Breeze. I'm going to let you hold that end. Wait, hold on. That's the wrong side. You want to see the right side. This is called Feel the Breeze. And it's a cute shawl.
Now, this does have garter stitch, but doesn't it have lace in it under each one? I don't know if you can see it until we block it, guys.
Well, I think the lace just kind of creates these little scalloped edges. It's not real... It is lace, yes, but it's not true open lace work.
So we opened we're doing subscription boxes this year. We're going to see how that works out. And we've got all our sock boxes out. Mm-hmm. Well, it's March 1st, and so it's a quarterly. It's not every month. It's just a quarterly shawl box. And we send you out a pattern, and we send you out enough yarn to make the pattern. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to make it. You can make something else. It's just you're going to get...
It's a suggestion on what you should make with the yarn.
So for our first shawl box this year that just went out yesterday, so everybody's going to be receiving it today in the mail, unless you live far away, it might be another day. Mm-hmm. This was the shawl pattern we included in the box.
Not these colors.
These colors.
We did exclusive colors for the box, but this shawl. So it has
pattern.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7 colors.
6. This is going to be my 6th stripe, and then it has another stripe on the top. So,
yeah.
Can you see all
so
those
you guys are
together?
getting 7 colors in your shawl box, plus a little gift.
Yeah.
I won't tell you what that is, but it'll be a surprise.
It's a really fun gift.
So yeah, so this is our first shawl, and I've given you options. Mm-hmm. You can do it this way or you can do it that way because we're all different.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This is a really fun pattern. Even if you're not signed up for our shawl subscription, you can go shop on our store and find some colors that you like.
This took the 50 grams.
Yeah.
Well, one's a full-size skein.
So there's 6 half skeins.
And 1 full-size skein that's required. But I sent you 2 full-size skeins so you could make the choice if you wanted to go light or dark with your contrast colors.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
But anyway, that's why we got these halvesies in. So you don't have to buy 7 full-size skeins of yarn. You can get the half ones, and you're not killing your wallet.
Yeah, I am working on getting all those half skeins loaded up onto the website. We've been busy. We've been on the road. We're getting ready to go back on the road. So it might not get done until we get back. But
well, and we went to Tracy's and came home with less. Yeah. So some of the colors, like we were going to promote some of the stuff, it's like, wait, we don't have the yarn. We have to dye the yarn too. Anyway, so the halvesies are a lot of fun. We're really excited about it. They're doing all my colorways on it.
$14.50 per skein. So it's cost effective.
Because a full size is $29 or $30.
Now, if you wanted to make this, if you're impatient and just want to go ahead and make it, you could use 3 or 4 full-size skeins and just alternate your stripes. You could do, color 1, color 2, color 3, color 1, color 2, color 3.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Say the name of this pattern again.
This is called Feel the Breeze, and I can't remember the designer's name right now off the top of my head.
Feel the Breeze Shawl. It's really pretty.
Yeah. And it's going to be a long, I think the finished dimensions are like 72 or 71 inches long by like 19 inches deep, which is a fun small shawl. It's not a big Stephen West Schlinkit sort of thing.
So that's pretty much it. We, like I said, we're super busy until we get back from Nashville. So come see us in Nashville. we just love traveling. We love visiting with you guys. We love seeing all your finished projects. So come by and say hi, please. And bring your projects if you want, because we'll drill all over them with you.
Yeah. So we're doing Nashville next week, so March 14th and 15th. And then I think our next out of town is to the North Texas Yarn Crawl. We're going back again. Yep. We're going back to Yarn and You to go see Stacy and her folks. So come see us there.
See, we go visit the yarn shows and you all become family. We have so much fun with you guys, and it's just like creating a big family. We love it.
Yeah. Ooh, should we talk about these guys?
Oh, yeah. So, okay, we got some new yarn in. Well, I'm thinking Nashville, guys. Nash is the country music capital of the, I don't know if of the world, but,
I think it is.
well, I would think it is. So I'm thinking blingy. So we got some sequin yarn in. So, what I'm going to make Linda and Kay come on Saturdays, and Linda came in, she bought this, and she made the pressed flowers kerchief with a solid color, and then the other color was the sequin. It turned out so pretty, so pretty. I was afraid. I didn't have the guts to ask her, can I take that to Nashville with me? So anyway, I'm going to make a shift by Andrea Mowry with this. So I'm going to use this Indigo Nights, a rose a day, and this pink color to make Andrea Mowry's shift.
Is this Cherry Blossom? Yeah.
This is Cherry Blossom. This is a new colorway. I used to do Primrose. Well, you can't see that because we're too big in here.
This is called Cherry Blossom. This is a new color that we're working on.
I used to have a color called Primrose that was really popular, and this color goes with everything. You can pair it with green, you can do eggplant purple, blues. It doesn't matter what color it is, this color will go with it. But the color was discontinued. And so... The dye. One of the dye colors was discontinued that I used it with, so I've had to recreate. So this one's a little bit different, but similar, and it's called Cherry Blossom, and it will match anything and everything your heart desires.
Primrose was one of the first colors that I bought from Tammy when she had the downtown store, and I made a cute little pair of socks with it.
Yeah. Debbie made a shawl or a baby blanket out of Primrose. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Anyway, best color in the world right here, Cherry Blossom. But anyway, I'm going to do a shift with these, so I'll have a sample of what that blingy sequin is. Yeah. So if you like bright and shiny, I just love a little sparkle. It will always catch my eye.
She even just bought a pair of pants that have a little bit of bling on them.
I bought bling pants. So, what else is going on? My daughter's getting married.
Advents.
Advents are open.
So I'm going to put our muse right here. It's Moody Botanicals. So think of deep, dark, moody colors again. We had a lot of fun doing moody colors last fall and winter. We had really good feedback. So we're doing our classic Advent box. So 24 minis and a full-size skein. So that's our classics option, but you have the option of deluxe sock, deluxe sparkle, or silky sock. So that's our classic option. And then we're doing a sock set box. So you'll have 4 different sock sets with a full-size skein and 2 minis.
Each week in December. So 4 big socks and 8 minis total.
Yeah.
And then a roving option.
Yeah, so we're offering a fiber option. It's going to be 4 4-ounce braids. We're only going to do it on Rambouillet this year, just so I can get my toes wet and figure out the best way to make this work on a larger scale. So we're doing that.
Our Advents are really popular.
They're open now. We'll leave them open for a little bit. You get the yarn, whichever box you choose, and then we always add in a little special gift for you, just to say thank you. But anyways, Lindy's getting married in a few weeks. Oh
yeah, so in my life, my daughter Lindy is getting married April 10th, and so the countdown's on. I still haven't found my mother of the bride dress.
You got to get on that.
I know.
You need to go do that tomorrow on your day off.
I just got an assignment for my daughter. I have to do the linens. And we're going to do a little. So my sister, I have a stepsister. She lives in Texas, but when she had a wedding, they had a rehearsal dinner. And we went to the rehearsal dinner and we sat there. And we had our dinner and we were sitting back. Well, then they put a little movie presentation on. And the movie was Jeree and her fiance, or her groom, or her husband. I don't. Anyway,
Husband to be.
Husband to be, and it showed them growing up. It showed them like their baby pictures, and then when they were growing up, Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, and awkward 8 or 9-year-old, or when you lose all your teeth. Some funny pictures, and just it. You know, there was. It was just charming and really neat, and so I thought that would be a fun thing to do with the family. Her husband, John, is one of 5, so he comes from a very large family, and I just thought that would be fun for the family to get together. And they're all close. You know, we went to an engagement party, and all the siblings are there with their husbands and kids and mom and dad, so I just thought that was a great idea. So I've got to work on that and start doing some wedding things. So when we get back from Nashville,
we're on wedding duty.
We're on wedding duty. That's where my focus will be.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And what do you have going on other than she has to get repaired?
Not a whole lot. We're just looking forward to spring. Josh and I like to go camping in the spring. We're big outdoorsy people. We're tired of being cooped inside. We have cabin fever bad. So we have a couple camping trips lined up. We're going to Estes Park in June.
Rocky Mountains!
We're doing that Fiber Festival, and Josh and I are going to stay a few days extra. She's going to go early and have a little vacay before. Josh
They're going to stay late for a little vacay. Are staying
late, and we're trying to find some camping spots. So if you know any like BLM land or anything in the area, send it my way. I'm very excited.
What does that stand for? What is that?
Bureau of Land Management. So,
which is?
So you're allowed to go camp. I forget what all it entails, but it's
like federal land?
It's federal land that you're free to go hunt on, go do all these different things. We just go and camp. We might fish a little bit, but we just like being outside. I'm going to take my knitting and my hammock, and go sit in a hammock and knit for a while, enjoy the mountains. I'm not a beach person. I'd much rather be in the mountains.
I used to be. Take me, well, I tell people I have semen in my blood, but I mean it. Anyway, as I say it out loud, it sounds funny, but my grandmother was from Boston, corn on the cob, park the car, and very prim and proper. We were eating in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I said, oh my gosh, they served us breakfast out of mason jars. And I said, I went to Red Lobster with my grandma one time, and they brought us mason jars to drink out of, and she was like, do you have a glass? I do not drink out of mason jars. This is a jar. It's not a glass. So anyway, Grandma was real prim and proper from Boston, and she came from shipping captains. So I love seafood. I love seafood. All of my children love seafood. My mother loves seafood. My dad loves seafood.
She convinced me to go to the Fisherman's Wharf, which is obviously what it sounds like, a wharf. It's a little restaurant on the, I guess it was on the lake. They serve seafood, but they also serve steaks. And it was one of the best steaks I've had and the best mashed potatoes I've had in a long time. Yeah. So we were adventurous.
So we come from sea captains and what? Interesting. So just trivia. My grandmother, when I was 9 years old, she was going to write a book. So she was driving back home to Boston, and she took me with her. So it was just me, Grandma, and I. And it was a road trip, and she took me to Cape Cod, and they had a little house out there on Cape Cod, and that's when that's the first time I ever saw the ocean. I fell in love with the ocean. The ocean goes out for miles, it seems like, and you've got tons of tide pools and little critters, starfish, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. And she grew up, well, I grew up in Oklahoma too. I didn't grow up by the ocean at all too, so I was landlocked.
But the colorway low tide and high tide,
that's from a memory from the Cape Cod, that fabulous memory of Cape Cod. So I have low tide, high tide. It's in their blues and browns with a little bit of coral in there. Anyway, it was one of my very first colorways when I first opened, and I still have them around today. Yeah, they're well loved, very popular. But anyway, well, we've got yarn dying in the back. We've got to get to work. Because of the snowstorm and the ice storm, it messed us up a little bit. We were going to go to Hot Springs, have 2 weeks to refill before Nash. Well, we had to postpone it, so we only have 1 week to refill before Nashville. So, like I said, we're just dying. We're here 12 hours a day, dying to get ready for Nashville.
Yeah.
But once we're done with Nashville, we'll be able to come home and have a little break.
Yeah. Have a little break before we go back on the road again. We truly enjoy being on the road. I mean, we say we're homebodies, but we enjoy seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Seeing our projects.
Now, she goes home and she knits. I go home and I work. I still dye, or I stay here and dye. So going on a road trip forces us to sit down and take a minute. And so we truly look forward to those because we sit there and we knit and crochet with you guys and visit with everybody. And it's the time we really get to enjoy ourselves. So.
And it gives us a little bit of separation from the studio here, so we have more clear thoughts. We're able to better brainstorm for things and products to bring to you all. So it's a good opportunity all around for us, I would say.
Yeah. So drop a line, say hello, and Rebecca's going to edit our video for Hot Springs. Enjoy the tour of Tracy Anderson's Hot Springs Fiber Company yarn store.
Yeah.
Please go visit it. We hope to be in Arkansas again this summer. So we'll see you soon, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey guys, this is Tammy with The Chick That Knits, and we are in Hot Springs, Arkansas at Tracy Anderson's store, which is called Hot Springs Fiber Company. We're doing a trunk show, and I wanted to bring you all along. So come look at her cute door. Isn't that charming? It's like a little hobbit. Anyway, come on inside, let's look at the store. All right, I've just entered the front door. And this is what it looks like when you first come in. Look at all those beautiful needles. Say hey. It's near the end of the day. Everybody's gone home and it's a little quiet, so we can show you the store. So here's some of our stuff. We made this for Hot Springs. So it's all points south by Casapinka, but we made it in special Hot Springs colorway. We've got Healing Waters. We've got Garvin Gardens. We've got the Woodland Chapel. It's just a fun, cute Hot Springs colorway. And then, of course, we've got our float shawl and our Gaptastic cowl. And then we've also made these cute little mini bundles for Hot Springs. Now, Tracy has these on her website, so if you'd like to get these Hot Springs colors, be sure and check out her website, Hot Springs Fiber Company, and you can get them from her. These are we brought our mini bar, we bought some fluff and some bulky. This is one of our blankets from an Advent. We've got, I'm working on the through lines. That's my current project. And sometimes I'm really quick with this. I don't want to make y'all seasick. Anyway, here's Rebecca's been dyeing fiber. And we have a little fiber box that we brought with a bunch of fiber. And that is Rebecca's colorway Love Letter. And she has it already spun up. Isn't that beautiful? So if you want that, it'll make that. And we have this beautiful color. I'm not currently aware of the name.
Cottage Life.
Cottage Life. And she has it spun up. And she's made one of Andrea Mowry's traveling what?
Traveler cowl.
The Traveler cowl. So that's a bunch of fun fiber. And then we have our new sequin yarn in. And we've got our assigned pulling yarns. Oh, we happened to be here yesterday when the pottery people came in. And this is pottery with horse hair that's been burnt into the clay, and it's just stunning. So we have a little granny square vest. That was made out of our Advent colors last year. And there's our float shawl. And we have a bunch of new fun mini skeins. These aren't mini skeins, they're half skeins. So these are 50-gram skeins, and you can make fun colorwork projects out of it. So we've got that. And then we brought some singles fingering and some deluxe sock. This is Andrea Mowry's The Shift, and those fun, pretty colors. And then this is Tracy. Tracy also dyes yarn, and she has some beautiful colors too. And then this is just the store, guys. Oh, look at these bags. That was the first thing I did when I got here. I grabbed one of these bags. Look how fun. It's so fun traveling to trunk shows because you get to see all the wonderful yarn shops and all the fun supplies. Look at the sparkle. Ooh. Fun. Look, she's got minis. So yeah, guys, this is a wonderful yarn store. If you are in the Hot Springs, Arkansas area, this is where you need to come, guys. And Tracy also designs patterns. I think it's called a bias scarf. Isn't that cool?
Biased opinion.
The biased opinion. She told me the story behind that. It's pretty cool. They have a bunch of Noro. That whole cabinet's Noro. This is Noro. Oh, look at her shawl pins, guys. Aren't these adorable? And they're only $15 a piece. Look how cute that is. Look at the dragonfly and the sunflowers. Look how gorgeous. Oh, my friend Mitsuko would love those. So yeah, eye candy everywhere. So come with me. This is just the front room, guys. Look. Look how cute it is. There's a lot more. So come with me. Oh, we brought our bags, our new bags. Da-da-da. All right, we're going to go to the classroom. They had a sweater class going on this weekend, and oh my gosh. I should have taken a picture of the girls' sweaters. It's just stunning. Look at this, guys. Look at that wall of color and fiber. Oh, it's wonderful. Let me get close up. Look at it. I'm too close. Look. Oh, I've never seen such a beautiful wall of color. And now I'm going to take you to the back. She's got more yarn, guys. Look back here. Look at all the fun. And look at her stitch markers. Check out her website. She's got all these fun little stitch markers. And lots of yarn. A yarn store is a little bit of heaven. I love it. I love color. Look at how fun. There's so much fun here. Ooh, look. Sparkle. You know me, I love a little sparkle. Ah, look at the beautiful fluffy. Here, I'll touch it for you. Oh, squish. Listen. It's just beautiful.